The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more?
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Ready? Blue 30.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go with Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rogers, 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still going. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Gone, 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 gone.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
All right, now. Set. Blue 30. Here we go, D.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he shifts past him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking for pick. Sean Davis with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very, Unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
No, he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Black 20.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. As well. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Green 39. Green 39.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
23 yards on the play. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The coach talked about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And the Browns getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, 78 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roethlisberger now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Set! Black 80!
Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Antonio Callaway, 42 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start with a give to counter, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready? Blue 30.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the 1st down yard. Down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jack 16.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jack 16. 8. Take 4. That. Blue 30.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Double. Set. Blue 30.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Set. White 80. Snickers. You got to spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 70 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.